He's an all pink, purple.
Oh, let's look at the first gentleman. Break down that outfit for us. Let's see, Mark.
That's not a gentleman, that's a mannequin.
Oh, okay. Let me talk to the first mannequin.
Okay,
then.
yes, please. Sir, step up.
What is he wearing?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I think we're going to see, like I said, a lot of those pastels. Color goes really anywhere it wants to. So you're going to see layering. If this gentleman was out on the golf course
Mannequin.
earlier that day, and then we are headed to dinner. Okay.
I like that.
And that could be something where, it's kind of that one and done outfit for the whole day with the layering pieces.
Yeah, that's cute. Now, there's his wife or girlfriend, right, or whatever.
Yes.
And what's she got on?
We're going to say she picked him up from the golf course, right?
Yes.
And she's in this lovely, you're going to see a lot of prints, polka dots, stripes, kind of that nautical theme, but it doesn't always have to be blue and navy. It can be pink and in the white. So really top to bottom, you're going to see, that difference of, is it warm? Can she take it off? She's got that
Layers,
layering.
yeah.
All about.
I like color.
And I love how we've
do.
assigned a relationship to those two because they're close by. That she's obviously
I
with
was
him,
going
and
to
that's
say,
the wife
I don't
or
want to put
girlfriend.
him in a bad spot.
Yeah,
Maybe
right.
there was no
I mean, it
intention
could be
there,
like the Jumbotron, and maybe she's with a different mannequin, and now it's kind of getting out on social media. Hey, I do have a question. Let's go back to the gentleman, the first one.
Yeah.
He's untucked. What's the rules about being tucked?
Yeah, so honestly, rules are kind of out the window these days.
I like that.
Right? I'm right there with you. So it is something where, it is very much on trend where it does not have to be tucked in and prim and proper as it used to be. Of course, there's that transition piece, if it did need to, and then you could easily pull it out, it's not going to have that crazy wrinkle that it used to have. The fabrics and knits that you're seeing now are much more, universal, I would say, which makes it super easy to go from one place to the other.
I remember on occasion, like my husband and I would go do something, or we're going out to dinner, and if I walked out wearing the same color that he wore, he was like, yeah, no, one of us.
Really?
Yeah,
He would turn
I don't know why.
He wouldn't make you change.
Oh, heck no.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. But no, you couldn't go together, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? For some reason it bothered him.
Now, the funny thing is, I do occasionally, like, at the county fair or whatever, because I do go to a lot of county fairs, you'll see couples in the same outfit.
Yes.
Or...
Yes. That's just
It's
fun.
like, who dressed who?
Exactly. Just good old-fashioned fun. Okay, so let's shift over to our next couple or friend group here.
Yeah,
what do we
friend
have?
group.
Yeah, so again, we talk a lot about layering. Shorts are going to be big this year. Hopefully, it'll be a warm spring and summer.
Wait, to
we hope.
work
That's all
too,
we can
right?
do.
So like work shorts?
Yeah, and I think, you're going to see that layering. Purple is great. It's great on men, it's great on women. So this piece particularly, it's like he can take off as he needs to, but shorts are still, that look where they can be that professional look right into kind of that daily, maybe evening dinner time as well.
I can wear shorts to the office?
Hey, that's your own dress code. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to
I'm
talk
just
to the
curious.
producer.
He is like not taking the responsibility.
I do like what you say about purple, though.
I do like that.
Purple.
Yeah, I like
happened to
that.
be.
That's
really
a great
nice.
color.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving on.
Yeah, so then here, again, sweaters are still, they can still be worn in those spring and summer months. This is actually a short sleeve sweater layered with a nice short sleeve, almost like a button down, collar button down. With the handbags and all of our accessories, you're going to see a lot of crocheting and almost lace even within shoes. So we have this lovely piece here. Again, it's kind of that crocheted straw look. Very springy. Same with this side bag as well.
I like that. That's kind of a throwback, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I thought the exact same thing when I saw this trend really start to come back. It's, it just kind of allows for that beachy look, but also can be pulled together in a perfect outfit as well.
I am always mystified. Where do these trends come from? If we traced it back and traced it back and traced it back, are there like 12 ladies sitting around a table and going, this is what these are the colors, this is the style? Where does this originate?
Yeah, I think a lot with, the straw and, the lace, it's like think back to the days where maybe that's all that was really, able to be
Hmm.
made. They're going out and they're pulling the palms and, and lacing and crocheting. It's almost that old. So I
Sure,
think,
no, I get
as
that.
things come back.
I get that, but I mean, how do the trends from season to season,
It's
the
probably the
styles,
fashion shows, right?
how do they start?
Yeah, so I mean, really, with that, everyone's always looking ahead. So whether it's New York Fashion Week or Paris Fashion Week, we're always an entire season ahead. So this look here, this was created, half a year ago when it
That's
was,
interesting.
maybe still cold out. We were
Yeah.
moving into the fall. So I think, it's a lot of that fashion forward, that designer kind of thought process as to what's next and what's to come.
I love that. Okay, so I'm looking at the list you sent us, and one of the things is wide leg and barrel jeans, still popular
Yeah.
for women, right?
Yes. So
I'm
our lovely
glad.
lady here, yeah, she actually has some bell bottoms on. And
Ooh.
again, it's like we're in a blast from the past, but it really has come back. Those skinny jeans, of course, you can still wear them.
Sure.
Rules are out the window, like I said. But it is something where they're coming back. Those wide barreled, kind of the mom jeans we call
I
it.
like those.
It's
They're
here to
comfortable.
stay, which is fantastic.
They're so much more comfortable. What do you think?
I say bring back the elephant bells. I mean, those are before your time, I know,
Yes.
but those things were
Yeah.
ridiculous back in the day.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that's too
Yeah,
funny.
it's a matter of time, I'm sure, before we see them again. Okay, and what else do you have for us there?
Yeah, so this last look here, again, we've put her in some shorts. Again, you're going to see those layering pieces. She looks quite nautical. Whether we pair it, with one of our designer Marc Jacobs bags, and it has that striped, kind of navy and cream colored nautical look. It is something where she can go from one place to another. And these kind of all fit in the same realm of, hey, are we, going out on the boat today, or are we going out to lunch, maybe to dinner later? Wedding season is upon us. So some of these nice looks, especially in the layered sense, will help with that.
So, Leah, do you guys do styling? If Mark and I want to come in and, decide that we need somebody to style us,
Sure.
would you be the
Yes,
one?
absolutely. The associates and employees that we have here at Von Maur, if I could literally list their names as personal shoppers, that's what we are. We want to ensure that we're that one-stop shop for anything and everything that maybe you, your family, giftables, things like that, that you need right here in store.
That sounds good.
That would have been a perfect job for
right?
my ex-wife.
Well, it's not too late. I'm sure they might be hiring.
Yes, always hiring.
Leah, it's so nice to talk to you, and I love your outfit. I love these ideas because spring is in the air, and it makes us realize that it's right here. It's not too far away, right?
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me this morning.
Nice to see you.
And the Von Maur, you guys are located where?
Yeah, so we have locations, Yorktown Mall, which is in Lombard, the Glen in Glenview. We have Orland Square in Orland, and then St. Charles. So that's kind of the realm of the Chicago area.
I love that. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, happy spring. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay,
have a great
take care.
day.
You too.
Yeah, I need to get out more. I don't run into a lot of Von Maurs.
No,
Not as much as,
When I lived out at the western suburbs, I used to go out there a lot.
Yeah.
I forgot about that place, so this is a nice reminder.
Very
okay,
nice.
are we ready to talk daylight saving time, Gabe? Who are we talking to, Gabe? Oh, Chrissy. Okay. So, well, Chrissy Lawler is going to be talking to us about the daylight saving time.
Okay,
She is,
cool.
Chrissy is not here yet, but apparently we're going to talk to her.
Well,
in
we
just
should
a
have talked
bit.
daylight savings with the fashion.
That's true. But she could
fashionista.
tell us what to wear.
Yeah, I'm still just fascinated by, where, this designer style, like
Yes.
who decided
year
red
and a
was
half
going to
ago.
be, are there just a bunch of people sitting around a room going, no, I vote for green,
Yeah, well,
no, I vote for.
a year and a half ago too. That's what's interesting. She says
That's what's
they pick
crazy.
these things.
And how do you get voted to
right?
be on that island?
I know. I want to be in there. Okay,
I know, 'cause you're fashion forward.
No, so this when we were talking about, I said, if my husband and I had the same color on, he's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to wear this. So this leads me to this next topic I wanted to discuss with you. Okay. Look, he looks nervous, doesn't he? So there's a new study out that says almost a third of Gen Z men say women should always obey their husbands. Isn't that interesting? So
A third.
A third. So this is not even, you would think, okay, maybe that's something that the older population would say, but no, this is Gen Z. And this is an interesting breakdown. So they that question. What percentage of each generation said women should always obey their husbands? Are you ready? Baby boomer men. The men, 13% said yes to that.
Okay.
Gen X, 21%. Millennials were 29%, and Gen Z, 31%. Isn't that interesting? We're talking Gen Z. Yeah, Gen Z is born the years of 1997 through 2012, okay? So a lot of people might think that's an old-fashioned way of thinking.
Yeah.
But as you noticed, it was going up.
You know, I wonder, and again, I always like to follow sociological trends and things like that, but I wonder if, you know, a lot of folks grew up in, you know, divorced households, and they're looking for more of a traditional, you know, family environment. Now a lot of people are going to, and especially women are going to hear that, and they're going to go, oh my goodness, we're going back to the caveman era. I don't know if that is necessarily what that means, and it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, I am the, you know, going to be the master and you have to do everything I say. What in reality, I think the model that has been embraced, you know, back in the day was that, yeah, the women should follow the man's leadership, but the man incorporates that woman into all leadership decisions, and they are part of an integrated team.
But that seems like that's contradicting. Explain that to me again. I want to understand what you're saying. The man
is the captain of the ship.
Okay. And then, but he allows the woman in decisions of all major things.
Well, no, they're a team. They have to be a team to integrate together. That it's not just the man just coming down with the